Welcome, friend, to the world of journaling with Barbara and Grace. I am Barbara, and this is my sister Grace. Grace and I are book huntresses. We are out and about looking for a retired book to make into journal. Well, there are some books that we have decided not to make into journal and keep them in their original form. These are our original retired books. Let me share with you 3 of those original books. The first book is titled That Little French Baby. It is a child book from the early 1900s. This is a series of children's books by Ultimate Publishing. You will notice that the cover is artistically designed. The front end page has an inscription from 1908. I wonder who the 2 people are. This book has 3 stories for children. The pages are glossy with black and white illustration. A beginning of a baby's library. Our next book is a compilation of Charles Schulz Charlie Brown comics. The title is Peanut Treasury, and it was printed in 1970. This book is inscribed from 1972. The pages consist of comic strips prior to the 1970s. This is a perfect coffee table book for anyone.
Ready.
And finally, a very special book written by John Steinbeck, who wrote The Grape of Wrath. His children's book, The Red Pony. This book was printed in 1945, and it is the first edition of the illustrated edition. There is an inscription on the title page. Throughout the book are beautiful illustrations. This is another classic to add to your library. Please visit our website at barbaragracellc.com and choose your vintage book for your library. Thank you.
Friends, through this journaling journey of mine, I have been learning how journal keepers tailor their journal to their preferences. And one I found to be very unique, and I'm going to share it with you. My sister and I were attendants at the homeschool conference. There we met Jessica, who was homeschooling her 5 children. She shared with us her daughter Ruth, who is 15, has been keeping a learning journal since her early childhood. It just happened to be that Ruth was there, and so was her learning journal. She shared it with us, and it was amazing. And this is what I learned through Ruth's learning journal. She uses a lot of colors. She pastes pictures. She would title topics and then have a handwritten brief using her beautiful handwriting. Her mother also shared with us that through the basic training of homeschool, the basic requirement, that she encouraged her children to explore other areas, to just touch it, to help layer their development when they go out into the world. And I also learned that her parent, Ruth parent, were teaching her a variety of topics and the basic of a good Christian life. Still being awed over this, we asked Ruth if she would do one for us, and she gave us a yes. She selected a journal, this one, from our selection, and away she went. 8 months later, our journal, made by Ruth, arrived. And let me share a few pages with you. One page here that I found very interesting was Physics in Quantum Mechanics. I also found the study of Berta Morrison, which she cut out pictures here. Another thing that was very interesting was uniforms of World War I, and I thought, oh my God, uniforms are so important. Even today, for police officers, firemen, medical, office, and space. So uniform is a very important aspect of our life. The other thing that was very interesting is how often do we think about the stock market? In here, Ruth is learning about the stock market and the difference between a bear and a bull market. So I found this whole concept of her learning journal so phenomenal. She even did the rock group, the Beatles. Eventually, I thought about this and I thought, why can't we have a learning journal? The ultimate journal where we could keep records of what we are learning through our life journey. I mean, we read a lot, we seek information, we seek motivation, we seek instruction, but we are capable, and I feel that we qualify to have our own learning journal, our own book, the author of our own life. You might want to add quotes that inspire you. Like Ruth paste pictures that are colorful, that bring calmness to you. You might even want to record challenges in your life that shifted your pathway. And then it becomes our book, our journey, our learning journey. And I thought, we can do this. And I had been thinking, I have a transformation journal that I've been keeping. But I decided to shift it and call it my learning journal, because it's filled with quotes and pictures and nice things and things that shifted my life. So instead of a transformational journal, I changed it to a learning journal. And of course, I always date my entries so that I reflect back on those pages and I think about, wow, where have I been? Where am I? And where am I going? Because even my learning journal can give me a direction with a page that says, this is where I'm going. So I invite all of you to keep a learning journal. I invite you to go on Barbara Grace and select the learning journal, the cover that calls out to you. This tells you this is the season, brings you good memory, this is the direction. Because we seldom come across the same book twice. So it's definitely going to be your personal learning journal. And I always say, you're going to love the quality of paper we give you. Now, I truly invite you, with all the things you're doing in your transformation in life, pull it in and let it be that singleness, of that oneness, of this is my learning journal, and I can pull anything, and it becomes your pathway, your life. I'm so excited. I'm anxious to hear what our friends, how they incorporate their learning journal into their growth. So I ask you, my friend, what will your learning journal incorporate?
Friends, that ends our journey today. Your retired books will be a perfect collection for you. Visit BarbaraGraceLLC.com for your retired books. And we mentioned that the Learning Journal is a great use of using our book journal, and is for anyone at any age can have a learning journal.